Hello, welcome to Lóvua settlement. We're here at one of the clinics, and today we're going to look at the shelter interventions that we have here in Lóvua settlement. We currently work with the Norwegian Church Aid. This is our partner for shelter, and we will be with them today in the camp as they show us exactly how they deal with shelter today. More than 20,000 refugees live in Lóvua settlement, which was opened in August 2017. More than 4,600 plots have been demarcated for households with the aid of former shelter partner World Vision and the new shelter partner NCA that have a permanent presence in the settlement.
This is a NCA base, one of the base. In this part we just have the LHU. In the other part, in the other bigger stock, we have the other component for the other kind of transitional shelter, and then we will see later.
We have 4 types of shelter interventions in Lóvua settlement: tents and emergency shelter, homes with compressed stabilized earth blocks, homes with timber poles, and finally refugee housing units. Tents and emergency shelter are usually the lightest, cheapest, and fastest shelter products offered to people of concern immediately after an emergency. This tent that you're seeing was provided by the Angolan government during the emergency here in Lunda North. The first type of transitional shelter that is developed is usually a home with timber poles. I asked Michello of UNHCR how they develop these homes.
So they make a grid of timber poles, and then after they've done that, they take mud, the soil, mix it with water, and then they throw it on the grid of the timber poles. We later then support them with plastic sheets. The only thing is that this is being discouraged in the sense that it has an effect on the environment. With this population which is here, if everyone was to build such a house, we would have so many trees cut.
Homes built with stabilized earth blocks, such as this one, are becoming popular in the settlement. For instance, here Muvumanto is moving from a timber pole home to a home with earth blocks. The key element of these homes is the block, and I wanted to know what is so special about them.
This kind of block, which is called compressed stabilized earth block, which means that there is a part of cement, which usually is 5%, to stabilize the block. Stabilize means to give this kind of block more resistant and to be a little bit waterproof, because here the rainy season is it's very strong sometimes. It's called block, not brick, because they are not cooked. This because we want as much as possible this impact to be sustainable on the environment, so there is not fuel, no wood used to cook the brick. The kind of a house that they used to build alone is this one that we can see here, what is locally called power pick, which is basically wood poles and mud. And this is easier for them to realize, but it's not sustainable because they cut lots of wood, and so we are trying to reduce as much as possible this kind, and also because the one that we propose with the compressed stabilized earth block, it's more durable and, as I said, sustainable.
So now that we understand how these special blocks work, well, how do we support refugees who want to build homes with earth blocks?
We provide each village with 2 machines for the brick, and they should show us they're willing to start this process. We help them in the foundation of the house, and so the implantation with our standard, even if we leave them free to choose how to dispose the room and the space of the house. When they have a good level already in place of the wall of the house, we also send carpenters to help them with the roof, because this is another kind of job they are not able to do alone. And the roof is basically with the wood poles and iron sheet.
Monitoring is an important part of UNHCR's work. And after visiting this construction, Michello had some advice for the team.
We just move it by 10 centimeters this way. So instead of one, instead of 175, exactly. Okay. Then we put.
Working in the settlement on a daily basis means dealing with all types of shelter-related issues. For instance, on the way to the RHU, Michello and Valentina had to solve several matters, working with other units such as protection. This man would like to have an extra home for his children.
18, 20 and 16. So he has 2 girls, 2 boys, so he wants one. Yeah. But the interesting thing of this plot is that he's paying the people who work for him.
The last intervention for today is the refugee housing unit. These are self-standing, sustainable and durable shelter designed through a collaboration between UNHCR, the social enterprise Better Shelter and the IKEA Foundation.
Here we are building a refugee housing unit. It is one way of ensuring that we are able to build several houses at a much faster rate. So one of the advantages it has compared to the family tent is that it is much cooler inside, and it's much higher, and it is much more durable in the sense that it lasts longer than the family tent. So the average lifespan is about 5 years. Each housing unit is 3 by 5 meters, so that's about 15 square meters. This is enough for the average family size of 4. The refugee housing unit is first of all made of the steel structure, and then it has the panels which are put on the structure. Upon completion of that, we put the roof, which is also assembled separately. Then that's when we are going to use the panels for the walls to complete the house.
In Lóvua, there are several public buildings, such as 3 permanent schools and other temporary structure for various activities. Due to the weather in Lóvua, it is important for the clinics to have good ventilation. And I asked Michello how he was able to achieve this with the main clinic of Lóvua settlement.
In the middle where we have the entrance, we have a corridor which runs in the middle of the building. We raised the roof so that we have air flowing from the top through the corridor, through the rooms and to the outside. And then also we have that black net which is on top of the plastic sheets. That one is meant to create a shade between the net and on the plastic sheet of the roof, so that it reduces the amount of heat which goes inside the structure.
As you can see, we have a lot of shelter in Lóvua settlement, and this has enabled us to facilitate a degree of normality in the lives of these refugees. Thanks for watching.